Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So it's time for the next episode of Movie Didn't Need a Sequel, and today, guys, I'm going to be covering another animated movie, and this time it's, yes, for another animated movie, guys, and this one is also by Pixar, once again. No, it's not Toy Story 3, because I've already covered that before, so please go check that out. Today's video, guys, is going to be covering a Pixar movie which I think is pretty underrated, and in my opinion deserves a lot more attention. And that movie, guys, is none other than 2006's Cars. So, yeah, now, I gotta say, guys, that, Cars, in my opinion, is a very underrated movie and a movie that I really, really enjoy. I think it's a very good movie with a nice concept, really, about, talking cars and vehicles, and it has a great voice cast of actors, like Owen Wilson as the character Lightning McQueen, my favourite role of Owen Wilson. And many other great voices as well, like Larry the Cable Guy's Mater, who is great comic relief in this movie, and also, I do also as well love Bonnie Hunt as Sally, and many others as well, and also the late Paul Newman, rest in peace, as Doc Hudson. Yeah, I really love Doc Hudson in this movie, guys, and I definitely as well really love the story of the movie, really, where it's all about a race car who discovers there's more to life than winning a race. And that really, worked really well for this movie, in my opinion. It was done really well. And so, yeah, and on the topic of why, in my opinion, this movie did not need sequels, guys. So, yeah, the saying of where a movie which is a part of a trilogy, should only work best as just one movie alone. Well, in my opinion, this could be applied to Cars. In my opinion, Cars only works best as one movie, despite being a trilogy. So, yeah. So, when it comes to the ending of the movie, guys, so it's definitely, a very nice ending, really. And they did it really well. So the end of the movie, after the end of the movie, it shows, the cars living happily ever after. And at the end of the movie, I have a place called Radiator Springs, of course, which is a great location, by the way. I really like Radiator Springs. Lightning McQueen reunites with Sally and announces that he'll be setting up his racing headquarters there. And it puts the town back on the map. So, yeah, he's allowing, a town to get really popular again. Very nice ending there. And it does also end with a pretty funny ending where it shows the Cars characters watching movies. And what's cool is it's previous Pixar movies. For example, we get to see, like car spoofs of things like Toy Story, Monsters, Inc. and A Bug's Life, which is pretty awesome. And, yeah, really well done, in my opinion, how we did that. And we even got the actors back from the film to reprise their roles, which is pretty awesome. So a very nice, heartwarming ending there, in my opinion, guys. And and as far as I'm concerned, that was no sequel baiting whatsoever. So yeah. But unfortunately, guys, despite this movie having a very nice ending, which perfectly wrapped up the story really well, this was unfortunately deemed not to be because 5 years later, guys, we got an absolute piece of trash. And that, of course, was none other than 2011's Cars 2. Oh my god, I absolutely hate this movie, guys. In my opinion, Cars 2 is the absolute worst Pixar movie I've ever seen. This movie was just an absolute abomination from start to finish, guys. An absolute big disgrace to the franchise, and I really hated the movie. Because I did a binge watch of the films, guys, last year, and this movie I thought was absolutely horrible. Because compared to this movie, which I had a great laugh watching it, and I had a really fun time, this sequel, I was bored out of my mind. And what it does, which is so dumb, is it's basically just a James Bond movie with Cars characters, and I'm thinking, no, that does not work. No. Oh my god. And furthermore, there's also really unlikable characters introduced, guys. For example, I did not like any of the villains. I did not like any of them, really. They were very annoying, in my opinion. The villain of this movie, guys, is Chick Hicks, voiced by Michael Keaton, a rival racer. And he was a way better, antagonist from any of the villains of this movie, in my opinion. I did not like, I did not like the rival Francesco Bernoulli. He was very annoying. I did not like Sir Miles Axelrod either. The twist of him being a villain mastermind did not work for me. And I also hated Professor Zundap. He was just a generic, bland villain who was really boring and was absolutely wasted. So, yeah, stupid in my opinion. Yeah, this movie was just absolute abomination, guys. And it was also so boring as hell. And, like, also, what's also so dumb, guys, is it also makes Mater, the comic relief for first movie, into a main character. And, like, Mater, in my opinion, only works as comic relief. In my opinion, he does not work as a main character. Hell no. And there's also new supporting characters who I think are also pretty stupid, guys, being Finn Missile and Holly Shiftwell. And they were so stupid because, like, they think Mater's going to be their you know, assistant, but even though he constantly says he's not, and they don't listen to him, they're so stupid. And at one point, Finn also makes fun of Mater, which really annoyed me. So, like, how dare you insult Mater like that? Come on, he's such a great character. Great comic relief, and you to make fun of him like that? Get lost. Honest to God. This movie was just an absolute piece of trash, guys. Was not needed whatsoever. Absolutely terrible movie, in my opinion. This really sucked. Oh my God, what the hell was this? So, like, I'm just, you know, really annoyed by a movie. Like, when I watch a movie, guys, I did not smile or laugh watching Cars 2. I just think it's abominable from start to finish, and easily, in my opinion, the worst Pixar movie of all time to this day. Like, this movie is, like, you know, what, 11 years old, and in my opinion, it still absolutely sucks to this day. So, yeah, absolutely atrocious movie, guys. I really hated Cars 2. So, yeah, it's because this movie I like to pretend Cars is only this movie alone, and yeah. So, however, despite me hating the movie, guys, this movie still had a box office success. Somehow. I don't know why it had a box office success, because in my opinion, this movie was bloody trash. And it spawned a third movie, which of course I'll be talking about. This movie was even nominated for Best Animated Feature Film of 2011, but thankfully it lost to Tintin. Thank God for that, because I love Tintin, guys. Way better than this trash. And then 6 years later, guys, we unfortunately got another Cars sequel, which of course was Cars 3. And in my opinion, this sequel was better than Cars 2, slightly better and more tolerable. It knew it was trying to be Cars movie this time and not a James Bond knockoff, and I appreciate it for trying to ignore the events of Cars 2, because, you know, I think many of the Pixar crew members didn't really like what happened with Cars 2, so they tried their best to, you know, like, ignore it as best they could, really, which I appreciate them doing. But this movie, in my opinion, was decent but not necessary. It had its moments, like, for example, still good voice acting, in my opinion, and the animation is also photorealistic, which I thought was really nice, you know, very photorealistic. Many shots do look like live action, which is pretty nice to see, I guess. I mean, but unfortunately, this movie introduced a very unlikable character, guys, which was Jackson Storm. I hated Jackson Storm, guys. He was just a lame, pathetic bully character. Like, such a dork, and I hated Jackson. And it didn't even help his voice by an actor I hate being. I mean, I'm probably my most hated actor of all time. I can't stand that guy. Absolutely disgrace what he is. And it didn't help he voiced Jackson. And yeah, Jackson was just very annoying, guys. And yeah, I hated Jackson. He ruined the movie for me. Yeah, so Cars 3 wasn't needed, guys, at all either. One thing I also hated about Cars 2 was also how it killed off Doc Hudson off screen, which was disrespectful to Paul Newman, who died. It was disrespectful to him. They should have just retired Hudson and let him live in peace, really. They didn't need to kill him off like that. There was no need for that at all. So yeah. But thankfully, Cars 3 does feature Hudson in flashbacks voiced by outtakes of Paul Newman, which is very clever and very creative, but still, killing him off was a very dumb move, in my opinion, in Cars 2. I hated that. I think the reveal of him dying off screen was where the movie died, in my opinion. That's where the movie died. So yeah, screw Cars 2. So as far as I'm concerned, guys, Cars is only one movie alone, and I keep it that way. If you do like a rewatch, guys, I'm only going to just do a marathon just of this movie alone. I'm only going to rewatch, you know, Cars 2 for its upcoming trash talk in the future, guys, and I'll give Cars 3 probably, you know, like, you know, a decent review, really, because I'm edging towards considering it to be like a mediocre mess, maybe, because I don't think it's that good of a movie, really, but way more tolerable than Cars 2, I will admit that, definitely. And there is also, of course, the Planes films by a Disney Toon, guys, but I've not seen them, so I can't comment on them yet. I've not seen them yet, but I will probably watch them in the future to give you guys my opinion on them, maybe, but yeah, still. Hopefully they'll be better than Cars 2. I really hope so. But yeah, still. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, guys, I like to pretend I live in a world where there's only one Cars movie. Yeah, that's what I like to pretend. There's a world where there's only one Cars movie as far as I'm concerned. So, guys, this is me doing the next episode of Movie Didn't Need a Sequel. And today I was covering Cars, guys. The first Cars movie in 2006. So, yeah, and as I'm concerned, guys, the only Cars movie. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, show us our comments what you guys think of Cars. Do you think Cars needed a sequel or not? Also, be sure to join Team Plan by pressing subscribe for movies coming in the future. If you'd like to be a member, you can press on your piece of lads, or you can click on the description, and I'll see you all later.